about today?
The focus was really going over our principles defensively and offensively, how we want to play, both ends of the ball, and looking at taking different lineups and seeing what we want to, what guys we want on the floor, and what it's going to look like tonight when we go back and play. So no live work today, just more drip feeding our concepts.
Yeah, and you said yesterday, hey, look, the lineups, guys are going to figure it out in camp. We're going to figure that stuff out in camp. I mean, what does that process look like? I mean, what data do you need to see? What do you do to tell you these are the lineups we need to put out there?
We'll watch a lot of film starting tonight when we come back and play. We'll have some positionless groups on the floor, small ball lineups, whatever we want to call them. We'll get some lineups with the fives out there. We'll get a look at it. What teams are playing well together? What teams we need to mix it up some and kind of work from there.
I think Bryson threw out, and look, the Warriors, are like the example of like the success points. Are there other teams you look at of like these guys have had success, throwing out some of these really versatile win heavy lineups and things like that?
Yeah, Boston comes to mind right away. Most of their guys play on the perimeter, even though Horford and Porzingis, are sort of fives, but they play more positionless basketball. That's a team that jumps up right away, but it kind of started with the Warriors. They were one of the first teams, at least in the last 10 or so years, that played more small ball basketball.
It's a good problem to have when you kind of figure some things out. When you go here, you got so many good players, and most of those guys just come from the team or this team. When you figure that together.
Yeah, it is. It's a good problem. We got a really good group, high character guys. They understand that everyone wants to play. Everyone will get an opportunity at some point, and we'll continue to work at it.
I'm wondering what your conversation has been with Brandon Ingram in all season about. I know we know he's a mid-range king, but getting more three-point shots up because that's where this game is right now.
Yeah, we've talked about it for sure. He understands that. He knows it. It's something that he's been working on this all season, and I'm sure he's eager to put his game on display. But it's something he'll continue to work through.
Is it hard to change the game like that?
It can be. It just depends. But I think B.I. is smart enough. He understands the concepts of how we want to play. He understands how to maximize his scoring opportunities. But it does take time to adjust.
Kind of an open-ended question here, but do you know what Zion's potential is?
I don't think any of us really know his potential. I feel like it's unlimited. His ability, his IQ, the work ethic that he's put in this summer, it's allowed him to come back, and he looks fantastic so far. And the sky's really the limit for him. And, we want to continue to put him in positions to be extremely successful.
Coming at this from take me a minute to get there, but this last summer with Team USA, we had what they called like a last dance, like LeBron and Steph and KD. They wanted to get together one more time. It's kind of like their last hurrah together before they reach the end of their career. Which means that we're about, in the NBA, we're about to lose kind of the American face of the movement. When Zion was drafted, there was a lot of speculation that he got beat. This guy means had to. Is he still in that mix? Is that kind of mantle, is that still in his mix to maybe be the next standard bearer?
Yeah, I think so. I believe in him. We believe in him here. When he plays, he's just as dominant as anybody in the NBA. And like you said, this is a matter of him getting more time on the floor, more games, so people can continue to see how good he really is.
I don't think you just said it when he plays. It doesn't seem like he's struggling when he's on the floor.
No, he doesn't. He does not struggle when he's on the floor. And those are the improvement areas that we've seen over the last few seasons, is that he's getting better and better. He's understanding his body more. Our medical team is working together with him. They're doing a fantastic job of trying to keep him on the floor. And when he is, he's one of the best players in the NBA.
Willie, Dikembe Mutombo's time in Philadelphia, I think, was right before yours. And I was just curious, how much did you guys interact? You played in the league at the same time, and do you have anything that comes to mind?
For sure. I did get an opportunity to spend time with Dikembe on the Basketball Without Borders trips. He's a fantastic human being. We lost a really good humanitarian. We lost a good man. And my prayers and my thoughts go out to his family, his wife Rose, who just a few summers ago we were together in Egypt, sitting down having dinner, and it was really tough news to see that he had passed away.
Was it cool to do a trip to Egypt for like the legend of the game?
It was. It's really cool to be able to spend time with him, to learn more about him. He spoke 7, 9 different languages. What he's gone through to get to America, to go to Georgetown in the NBA, and then you look at all the work that he's done in Africa, how he's really had a huge impact on that continent. And now the players that's coming in because of some of the work that he's done, the hospital that he's built. We can go on and on about the thing and his contributions to his community, to the NBA. He's touched everybody. And, it was really sad that we lost a good man, but we're grateful for all that he gave us.
Glad to finally get out here into the floor and get started.
Yeah, we were. Good to get on the floor, good to get moving, and we want to continue to build in the right way.
Willie, was the first time being able to see DeJounte with the shooter here as well. Obviously, a lot of fans can't wait to see the offensive side. We're counting how many times he had hands on the ball, steals. But he's going to bring on the defensive side something, isn't it?
It's going to be fun to watch. Having DeJounte and Herb on the floor together, 2 all-defensive players, guys that are leaders, that are tough, and then offensively, he's looking to be one of the league leaders in assists. He understands the weapons that he has on the wing. You got Zion, you got CJ, you got B.I., Herb, Trey coming into the game. We got to put some work in, but there's a ton of potential in this team.
Daniel Tice was speaking yesterday about some of the reasons that he wanted to sign with you guys. Do you feel like there's certain things that he does that are just really good compliments to just some of the other pieces that you guys have here?
Yeah, the first thing is that he's a winner. He's been in really good programs here in the NBA. He's won at a high level. He understands how to play the game, how to play the right way, and he just fits our culture. So we're grateful to have him. And it's going to be some time. It's going to be some games where we really lean on him.